So today we're going to be learning about the human digestive system. So the human digestive system, we're going to be learning thanks to this 3D model, which will hopefully make it guys easier for you guys to actually understand how this works. So the human digestive system is basically a huge system in our body that helps in digesting our food and basically converting our food into nutrients that are very important for our body and actually helps us grow and thrive and develop growth in our body. So the human digestive system starts in the mouth. So the mouth is basically where the first stage of digestion happens. So in our mouth we have many teeth, 16 teeth in the bottom and top teeth. So under the age of like 10, you have teeth called milk teeth. They don't have 32 teeth, but after the age of 10 or even further, you'll get teeth that are called permanent teeth, and they consist of 32 teeth. On each side there are 6 molars, 4 premolars, 2 canines, and 4 incisors. Alright, guys. So there's many saliva from the salivary glands which act to produce saliva in our mouth, and this saliva helps in mastication. Mastication is when saliva mixes in with the food in your stomach to actually turn it into a substance that can easily go down your body, easily go down your throat and your esophagus. We'll learn about what an esophagus is later. And yeah, so after the food, it actually turns to a substance called bolus, by the way. So after that, the food goes down into a little pipe, which is called the esophagus. Alright, the esophagus. Esophagus is right here. It's a huge pipe. And so the food from your mouth, it goes down the esophagus, thanks to the movement of peristalsis, into your stomach. Now your stomach is where the second stage of digestion happens. So your stomach contains many acids and enzymes that help in digestion, such as hydrochloric acid and other enzymes that help in the second stage of digestion. So food typically participates in the second stage of digestion for 4 hours in the stomach while it's kind of partially digested, and once it's digested, it actually goes down into the small intestine. The small intestine is where the partially digested food is even more digested, so that it's literally in pure form of nutrients. So the food goes down to the small intestine, and that's when in the small intestine the small intestine produces many intestinal juices which help in digestion, and also there are two organs that are associated with the digestive system, like liver, pancreas. So the liver contains the gallbladder, which stores the bile. Now bile fluid, it goes down the small intestine where the digestive food is, and it kind of digests it. And also pancreas, they produce pancreatic juice, which help in the digestion of the food in the small intestine. So guys, in the small intestine, that's where all the food is being digested, and by the time the food reaches the end of the small intestine, like right about here, that's when the food is perfectly digested. So the proteins turn to amino acids, the fat turn into glucose or simple sugars. Well, yeah, the fats turn into fatty acids, and the carbs turn into glucose. So yeah, and all these pure nutrients. Basically, in the small intestine, there are many small outgrowths that increase the surface area called villi. So villi contains many blood vessels which digest all the nutrients. So let's say in the digestive substance which is created in the end of the small intestine, there's protein. So the villi digests the protein and they transport to other parts of the plant. This is called absorption and assimilation. So the first stage was actually digestion. Second stage was absorption and assimilation. So now the digested food, after it's transported safely to the body, there's undigested food such as many sweet and salts that they cannot be used for the body really. So that's when it enters into the large intestine. Now, as you can see, there's little hair growth over here. It's actually called the appendix, and the appendix helps in absorbing salts that you eat, and it absorbs the salts that are about to enter the large intestine. So all these salts and the other waste materials, they kind of travel around the large intestine until they turn into a solid form called stool. So this stool enters into the rectum, and it's stored into the rectum until it's removed from the body from regular intervals. It's actually removed from the anus. So that's about it, guys. I hope you understood this sort of brief lesson on how the human digestive system works. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe